Hello, everyone, and welcome to NativeSpeak English. I'm Emma.
And I'm Daniel. Today, we will talk about an important topic, the relations between Iran and Israel.
Don't worry, we will keep everything simple and easy to understand. Our goal is to help you learn English through real-world news stories.
Right. We will explain new words, phrases, and grammar as we go. Let's start with some background.
Daniel, can you tell us about the history between these two countries?
Sure. Before 1979, Iran and Israel had friendly relations. But after the Islamic Revolution in Iran, the relationship changed a lot.
Yes, the new government in Iran stopped recognizing Israel as a country and became politically opposed to it.
Since then, there has been tension, disagreements, and sometimes indirect conflicts between them.
Let's explain some important words now. Revolution, a sudden change in a country's government or political system. Recognize, to officially accept or acknowledge a country. Tension, a feeling of stress or disagreement between groups. Conflict, a serious argument or fight between groups or countries.
You might hear news like, there is growing tension between Iran and Israel.
Or, Iran does not recognize Israel as a legitimate state. That means Iran does not accept Israel officially.
What's happening between Iran and Israel now?
In recent years, both countries have been involved in cyber attacks and military operations, often indirectly through other countries or groups.
Israel is worried about Iran's nuclear program. Iran supports groups like Hezbollah and Hamas, which Israel sees as threats.
Many countries, including the United States, have tried to reduce tensions, but the situation is very complex.
The words for this section are cyber attack, an attack using computers and the internet to damage or disrupt. Nuclear program, the development of nuclear technology by a country. Sanctions, punishments like trade limits put on a country by others.
For example, the U.S. placed sanctions on Iran to stop its nuclear program.
Or, Iran was accused of launching a cyber attack on Israeli infrastructure.
Let's learn some useful news phrases.
Sure, here are a few. Ongoing conflict, a fight or war that is still happening. Diplomatic relations, official communication between countries. Retaliation, a response to an attack, usually another attack.
Example, the ongoing conflict has lasted for many years.
Or, Israel warned of retaliation if attacked. Let's do a short conversation. I'll be a reporter and you'll be a citizen.
Okay.
Hello, what do you think about the Iran-Israel situation?
I think the tension is very serious. I hope both countries find a peaceful solution. War is never the answer.
What do you think about sanctions?
Sometimes sanctions help, but often they hurt ordinary people more than governments. It's a difficult problem.
Thank you for your opinion.
You're welcome.
Now, repeat after me. The two countries are in conflict. There have been many cyber attacks. The situation remains tense. Great job. Try using these sentences in your own conversations.
Today, Iran and Israel do not have direct diplomatic relations.
Instead, much of their conflict happens through proxy groups or in cyberspace.
Proxy groups are other countries or organizations that act on behalf of a larger country.
For example, Hezbollah in Lebanon is a proxy group supported by Iran.
Israel sees this as a threat to its security.
How do other countries react to this situation?
Countries like the US and European nations often try to mediate or apply pressure through sanctions.
Sometimes they support peace talks or agreements.
Words for this section: mediate, to help two sides talk and find a solution. Sanctions, penalties to encourage a country to change behavior. Peace talks, discussions to end conflict peacefully.
Example: the U.S. tried to mediate peace talks between Iran and Israel.
But these talks are often difficult and take time.
When talking about sensitive topics like this, it's important to be respectful.
You can say, I understand this is a complex issue, or I respect different opinions.
And avoid strong language or blaming people.
Here are some phrases to use in discussions. From my point of view, it seems to me that I agree or disagree because. Can you explain why you think that?
Even though this topic is difficult, learning English through it helps us understand the world better.
We hope for peace, mutual understanding, and better communication between countries.
Words for this section: mutual understanding, when two sides understand each other. Diplomacy, the art of managing international relations. Ceasefire, an agreement to stop fighting.
Example: the leaders agreed to a ceasefire after long negotiations.
Remember, English can help us connect across cultures.
Thank you for listening to NativeSpeak English.
Please subscribe and check out our other lessons.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep speaking English.